Hey everybody, welcome to the Rubik's Cube Finals for the World Champion. As you can probably have guessed, there's not a lot of money in Rubik's Cube Championships, so we do not have the budget for what we like to call video. So it is weird that it's only in audio format.
What if I told you I could solve that in 9 seconds? Ready? Start the timer and go.
Go.
Done.
Oh, freaking...
Also, I'm colorblind.
Stupid.
Visual gags on an audio podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome to Toon In. This is the podcast on WackMatters where me and my friend Karsten
Sup?
talk about cartoons that we think are appropriate for all ages, kids and adults alike, and try to encourage you guys to come around the proverbial table or couch or television set, I guess.
Huddle around the campfire, folks. We're going to sing our campfire song.
And we just talk about these things and try to get you to experience things with your family. We are talking about the show Justice League Unlimited currently. We have been going through that entire series. And this episode, we are going to be talking about 2 episodes of the show. Those episodes being The Cat and the Canary and The Ties That Bind. Or...
You want me to read it?
Miracles Happen. Sorry, it was really small. I wanted to make sure I got it. There's 2 names for this episode,
Do you believe in miracles?
Miracles happen once in a while. Miracles happen. Okay, we're not going to keep singing Hairly Duff. Karsten.
Yes.
Give us a rundown of that first episode we watched.
Okay, so the Canary and the Kitty Cat, or whatever that name was, I forgot already.
The Cat and the Canary, I believe.
The Cat's in the
Or the Canary.
and the Silver Spoon.
So we're talking about the Silver Spoon.
Yeah. Green Arrow. So, this episode starts off where Black Canary's trying to stop some thugs, and Wildcat's supposed to be there with her, but he's off doing something else, and she's just like, come on, dude, where are you? You're supposed to be here. And she's like, I'll be there in a moment. And then Black Canary ends up just doing the whole thing herself, and then finds out that the whole time Wildcat's been involved in some super secret underground Fight Club syndicate thing. And he's like, it's an illegal metahuman underground. Yeah.
What's the first rule of Fight Club? Nobody really...
You invite all your friends.
Nobody will tell me. Dang it, he did a different joke. I was going to say nobody would really tell me about it. Because they're not supposed to get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's why I said invite all your friends. Because that's like the opposite of what you do. You see? And now the joke's unfunny because I explained it.
Yeah, I didn't. I was going to explain my joke and then I remembered that you're not supposed to do that, so...
Yeah. But we don't talk about that. So Black Canary's just like, oh no, this isn't good. He's supposed to be part of the Justice League, not some illegal business.
He's not supposed to be literally doing an underground gambling ring for punches.
Yeah. Yeah. Not just any punches, for metahuman punches.
Except for him, he's not a metahuman, which is
and
weird.
Yet he's the reigning champion. He's the only normal human in the entire
world. All of the world.
Yeah. He's the 20% that was born quirkless.
Stupid. Get that anime bullcrap out of here.
Nani? Omae wa mu shinderu.
Freaking, I have to take that freaking cursing in Japanese out of my show.
On the show.
What happened in the good show that we're watching that's made by Americans? Because I love America.
Wow.
Do you like America?
No, I was just trying to think of heroes.
I like how we're doing this audio show and you just go, wow. I don't really know how to work with that. How do I yes and awkward silence ending with a wow? I try to understand improv comedy, but dang, Karsten, I don't know how to work with that. I don't know what to do.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. What even is this? Oh, man. That's what I get for 3 hours of sleep.
Are there any other memes you want to reference real quick and just get all of our meme references out of the way? We did Owen Wilson and...
My name is Jeff.
She showers with Pantene, but I got Wild Malone to keep
myself
clean. Did we?
He struggles to get the ladies, but they need a reason my Wild Malone Mercedes.
I think we did this in a recent episode. I think we did those exact quotes. We have to get back on topic. Dang it.
He struggles to get in shape. But fitness is a breeze with my Wild Malone weights. I don't know, that's not the exact one, but I can't remember.
Freaking, and you said you were a fan of Vine. I only said you could come on.
You're not my dad!
That's racist!
It's not a Vine.
But it's a meme. We were doing memes and Vines. I thought
you said meme.
I said memes.
Vine.
But I said memes first, and then I think who quoted a Vine. Dang it. Okay, Karsten, what happened in our TV show about punches?
What TV show?
Justice League Unlimited.
I thought this was meme review, too.
We do 3 claps on ours. It's different.
Yeah, original content right here. Except we ended up in YouTube Rewind.
Yeah, we made it.
Yeah.
We are there.
But that's kind of something you don't want to be proud of, though.
No, we were in 2013's YouTube Rewind.
That was a good one. Okay.
They were calling their shots. Freaking Babe Ruth style walked up to the mound, called their shot like, hey, these 2 randos are going to be famous. Not even in the year that this is coming out. Not in 2019. But in 2030, these people are going to be at the top of the YouTube game. And YouTube Rewind 2013 called the shot Babe Ruth style.
PewDiePie will bend to our will.
Freaking T-Series is going to pass PewDiePie, right? Eventually?
Nah. They don't got it in them.
However, when that eventually happens, in 2030, we're going to make T-Series look like ants compared to our subscriber count.
They'll be my actual YouTube channel.
How many people are in the world? Roughly. Give me an estimate.
At least 10.
Stupid. Say what happens in the episode. I'm not even doing much. I tried to build to a joke. Say what happens in this stupid episode of TV.
Okay. So yeah. Wildcats in this illegal underground metahuman fighting ring thing. And he's like the undefeated champion, even though he's the only one fighting there that doesn't have any powers. He's just a regular old human being.
Emphasis on old.
Yeah, he is pretty old. He's like...
They're kind of ambiguous about it, because they kind of imply... they kind of want him to seem super, super old, but also he can't be that old because he's still regularly beating the snot out of superhumans.
Yeah.
So,
he's probably 39.
Yeah, but he also has a full head of gray hair, and a lot of wrinkles.
He bleached it.
He's Taylor Hicks. This is an alternate universe Taylor Hicks from American Idol season 11, I believe.
I don't know. I don't watch that stuff.
That was a deep cut for me.
Mm. Okay. So Black Canary goes back to the Justice League, and she's just like, "Yo, Green Arrow, I want to spend some more time with you beautiful,
you beautiful boy.
Yeah, you perfect hunk of man.
You dreamboat.
Yeah. Maybe one day we'll say that to me. So, dude, you found that way too funny.
I don't know why. I thought it was funny, and then I got sad for my friend Karsten, and I thought it was funny again. And I don't know. I'm worried about what that says about me, not only as a person, but as a friend.
Okay.
Okay, so Black Canary flirts with
Green Arrow, and they kind of team up to go punch Wildcat into submission and get him to come back. Well, first they're gonna verbally punch him into submission, and then
kind of like what this podcast does to your ears every single week.
Yeah,
we verbally
except for the weeks that we don't.
Yeah, except for the weeks that we're not doing it. Yeah, all the weeks we took off.
Yeah,
or the weeks that we're not as aggressive, or the weeks
the lame episodes. You mean?
Or the weeks that
the disappointing episodes.
The weeks that we are just better podcasters and don't peak the audio most of the time.
I
hate you.
So
You freaking verbal punch him a lot. It's like a left and a right.
yeah,
Cross.
and then like a hook strike to the jaw or whatever it's called.
A hook. Yeah, it's called a hook strike. How'd you know? You know the good.
Genius.
You know the signature punch hook strike.
Pikachu, use hook strike.
Pikachu, use double team.
Ah.
Him on me, kind of with hook strike.
Oh man, you nerd.
Pikachu, Iron Tail, quick!
Abra, use poison shot.
Abra can't learn poison shot. Idiot.
Mine did.
Read him.
I made it learn poison shot.
Stupid.
Yeah.
How many freaking EVs does your Abra have? Idiot.
Dude. It's not as good as my perfect shiny Bidoof, though.
Pikachu, you're evolving.
Oh man, that takes me back.
Alright, now let's quit talking about Pokemon and let's talk about TV.
Let's see if we can, stay on track for the rest of the episode.
Yeah, no, not even the rest of the episode. The rest, just finish what the first episode we're talking about is about. Just talk about that. Finish it.
Finish it.
Finish it. Fatality.
Yeah, kind of
literally.
Podcast.
Kind of literally. Spoilers.
Yeah. So, they... Oh, there goes my microphone.
No, that's good. You want it to be as mobile as possible. Hey, Karsten?
Yes.
What other... Never mind. Okay, no. Starting now, we're going to talk about the TV show.
Yes. So, they... Basically, Green Arrow and Black Canary search around trying to find someone that can get them into this secret underground fighting ring. And they find this one guy and it costs them $2,000 just to get the tickets to get in.
Green Arrow's super rich.
Yeah, but he's super mad, and he thinks Black Canary just used him for his money. I mean, I would. I have no use for him.
Green Arrow's cool. I like Green Arrow.
But do I really want a leprechaun in tights running around shooting arrows and stuff?
Yeah, but he's a dreamboat. I think you're discounting the dreamboat factor.
But is he as hot as
It
me?
probably picks up... I mean, nobody is. It probably picks up every time you clink that thing.
Oh, what have I become?
That's going to be a nightmare to try to figure out how to edit. I don't know a lot about editing yet.
I mean, you didn't edit out the batteries, and it wasn't too noticeable.
Michael didn't. I was editing that one. It's all good.
Okay.
So then, Black Canary, they get into the fighting ring, and they go and they do their verbal punch.
Yeah, they use the verbal punch and try to talk to him. He's just like, no.
I'm good at fighting. I'm going to beat up Atomic Skull.
Yeah, and he's just like, the Justice League didn't appreciate me, so I'm just going to be here where I am the king.
Yeah, essentially. And then she's like, and then he goes to go fight Atomic Skull. Okay, can I do a thing where we actually talk about the show, legitimately, besides a plot synopsis?
Yeah.
Rather than just saying the dumb things we say and occasionally get through the plot of some episodes, just talk about the show?
Yeah.
Freaking, the character design of Atomic Skull is one of the raddest things I think I've ever seen.
Was that a nuclear joke?
It was now. I'm that clever. Thanks.
You're welcome.
No. Freaking, he looks so dope, though.
Yeah, that was a really cool design. A lot of those designs are pretty cool.
I really like his. Wildcats. I think it looks really simple and silly, kind of.
Discount Black Panther.
Yeah, but, also, I think it's really rad.
Mm-hmm.
I think it works well. I just wanted to... We were making dumb jokes and stuff, but I also wanted to point out, this show's also really good.
Yeah.
So...
It's not better than ours.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
If you learn anything from this podcast, it's at least watch the show we're talking about. Not necessarily listen to the show.
There's no way we can do the show justice just by...
Yeah, it's really good. It looks it's a show. You have to watch it. It's really good. Alright, keep going now. Sorry.
It's like our visual gags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As good... Well, maybe better than our visual...
Well, I mean, you have to see him to understand. We can't have him described to you.
No.
Okay.
I think people probably got that you did a dumb Rubik's Cube joke.
I mean, do they even... For all they know, I could have been messing with a coaster.
You were.
Anything's a coaster if you try hard enough.
Okay, so...
So, Black Canary's just like, you know what? I know how to get him out of here. So she goes up to the lady who's organizing this whole underground fighting ring. She's just like, yo, I'll fight him. And it's going to make you lots of money because it's 2 Justice League members fighting each other. But if I win, you have to banish him. He can't come back. You have to ban him from the fighting league. And the lady's just like, fair enough, it'll bring in enough money. And so Black Canary's getting ready to fight Wildcat. And Wildcat's just like, oh no, I could never fight Black Canary. She's like a daughter to me, kind of thing.
Yes.
And
then she's all like, well, you trained her, so she has to be pretty good at punches.
Mm-hmm. And then Green Arrow's just like, guess what? Psych, I'm gonna fight him. And he kind of roofies Black Canary.
Well, like, he uses a knockout gas, and so this is a weird thing that this is a complete side note, and not funny, so I don't necessarily know why I'm adding it, but I recently watched a thing that was, like, talking about how politically correct stuff is supposed to be nowadays, and things like that. And I'm wondering that, like, if you showed this to the wrong crowd, if it would...
Kind of like Seinfeld?
Yeah, like, did you watch that?
Yeah.
Did you watch the H3 thing about it?
It was rough.
Yeah, but, like... Would people get offended by this, or, like, triggered, so to speak, by, like, that scene because it was a man using a chemical to knock out a woman? Like, he didn't take advantage of her. He went, like, because he had a different plan, and we'll get to that. Like, that was just an interesting idea, like, I thought I had. I was like, would people find that offensive?
His chivalrous act would have been considered offensive, because, she's a strong woman, she can take care of herself.
But, like, the whole, like, and, like, because I disagree with that, because the whole point was that she was too good of a fighter for it to work. Like for him, he would have just enjoyed the fight because she's good at fighting. Mm-hmm. So, like, spoilers, because, like, he goes out there and lets Wildcat beat him up and then stuns himself so it looks like Wildcat killed him. So Wildcat realizes what it's like to kill somebody and then doesn't do that. But, like... And, like, Black Canary couldn't have sold that. She couldn't have given him that because she's too good.
But
so, like,
she didn't know that was part of the plan. That was entirely Green Arrow's plan.
Yes, but I'm saying that, like, she might have gotten upset because she thought that he was being sexist. But, like, I don't understand why somebody outside looking in who's watched the whole episode would get offended from, like, a sexist act. Okay, well, let's try not to get political, but, like, for real, though, it was kind of frustrating to me.
Yeah.
But, it was a good episode, and then at the end, they try to, like, do a counseling, find somebody who can help you talk through your problems, which I think is a good thing if you struggle with stuff. So it was kind of an analogy-heavy episode.
Professional help.
Yeah. It was good. I enjoyed it. What did you think of the episode overall?
It was a pretty good episode. It was definitely fun to watch.
Mm-hmm. The punch, like, the fighting scenes. Like,
They're very well choreographed.
Freaking, it starts with one of the coolest fighting scenes with just Black Canary taking out a bunch of thugs in a warehouse. Mm-hmm. It's sick as heck.
It is really nice to watch. And we could never, like, do it justice by describing it. It's lit.
I thought about it. Like, I thought of it, like, trying to actually take notes for the first time about some of the cool stuff, just because I want to remember talk about certain things, but I'm like, I would rather somebody see it rather than me say. Yeah. And also, like, the punch when you're watching Wildcat beat up Green Arrow, it's sick. He gets the snot beat out of him. It's a good episode. Let's move on to the next one, though.
Oh, okay.
Called Miracles Happen.
Miracles happen.
Miracles happen. So,
this one starts off with Houdini, but not Houdini.
It is Mr. Miracle.
Mr. Miracle.
Whose real name is Scott Free.
Clever.
Which is fun to me. And his wife, Big Barda. Or Barda Free.
Yeah. So, it starts off with them kind of... They're setting up this trap thing, because he's, like, his power is he can inexplicably escape from anything. And so, they're setting up this giant cage, and then they chain him up, they lock him in the cage, and then they freeze that cage in ice. And then they drop a train on it.
And he got out of it.
Surprise, surprise, he's alive.
How do you do it?
How do you do it? Nobody ever knows. He probably doesn't even know. He probably just, like, blinks and he's in a new spot and he's just like, how'd I get here? Oh, well, I'm alive.
I don't know. That's a really vague power to explain. I do think it's funny that we've watched a lot of this show, and Karsten, literally right before this episode starts, goes, well, I haven't really seen any of the Flash yet. Like, what's up with the Flash? And then the Flash is one of the main characters in this one.
Yeah.
But essentially what happens is, Granny Goodness, who is voiced by a dude.
Granny Goodness is Granny Goodness.
And it's really offsetting, but like in an intentional way. Essentially takes the father figure of Mr. Miracle and says, he's in a time trap. You have so much time to go rescue Calabac, because Calabac is Darkseid's son, for people who don't know. Darkseid died at the end of the Superman TV show. The cartoon, Superman the Animated Series. There's a giant power struggle, going on Apokolips for who's going to be in charge, and they think that whatever side Calabac's on will tip the scale, so to speak. So she says, since you essentially, Mr. Miracle, were the only person to ever escape from, what is it called? Did you get the notes? I don't know.
The pit.
The pit, whatever, some weird
something
thing
about
on Apokolips.
Yeah, the pit of something. I can't remember what the full name is.
You have to go get Calabac for me or your friend's gonna die. And then they go and ask for Justice League help, and Superman's gone, so they can't send Superman to help them, so everybody's kind of grumpy, and they're like,
And then the Flash is like, hey, I'll help, and they're just like, yeah, if you don't have a great big S on your chest, you're pretty much useless to us.
And then Flash is charming and funny and fast, and they go on an adventure together, and it's really neat. Also,
the end.
So, essentially, they go and then they help Calabac.
They save him. And then they
do a switcheroo, because, it all kind of ends in a big climax thing, and Granny Goodness is like, oh no. Oh, they talk about how the Flash is grumpy because they don't think anybody takes him seriously at the beginning of the episode. So he tells Martian Manhunter that he's going to go, and it doesn't work out. So then, oh no, Flash is a lot smarter than people give him credit for, because rather than turning over the real Calabac,
it was
Martian Manhunter in disguise, and they have Calabac safely on Earth so he can't tilt the side of the war, essentially. And then Martian Manhunter reads Granny Goodness' mind. The Flash runs out to save their friend, who I don't remember the name of. Friend, I don't remember. But it's really fun. It's really well voice acted. Mr. Miracle is a really vibrant, colored character.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks really good.
Yeah.
Watching him do action is just fun.
His mask mechanics are kind of trippy, though.
Yeah, it is pretty weird.
It, turns into his face.
Mm-hmm. I really like the character design of Calabac. It's the same one as Superman, if you've seen that show, or any of the other stuff. But, it just goes to say, I think that freaking character design of Calabac is amazing looking and stuff. And it's an all-around good show.
'Tis the truth.
Did you like this one or the last one better?
I don't know. I think they were both interesting in different ways. This one got my boy the Flash in it, so that's definitely positive. But then, the last one had some pretty dope fight scenes. So I guess it kind of evens out.
Really good. Big fan of both of these.
I mean, neither of them were Hawk and Dove, so that's a positive.
That's true. I want to say thanks for listening to this podcast and hopefully watching. Yeah, dude, we got through the episodes.
I mean, most of the first part's gonna get cut out.
Yeah, I know, but that's roughly the right time.
Yeah,
it's a good time.
It is a good time to stop.
Just quit. We're gonna wrap up podcasting. We're done. We're not even coming back next week. No, please come back next week if you're watching the show. For real though, please watch the show and follow along. If you have kids or if you have parents and you're listening to this, try to pitch them on watching this together. Try to get your family together to watch this. It's really good.
Definitely a great thing to huddle around the TV and watch.
Yeah, it's super phenomenal. It's my favorite show of all time. I think I've said this before, but
I think you say it every episode.
Because it's so good. I freaking love everything about this show almost. Very good. I feel like almost every single time we sit down and watch this, I'm like, oh, this one's really good. like every episode we watch, I'm like, hey, I really like this one. This one's really good. But I like all of them. They're all really good.
Except for Hawk and Dove.
Yeah, Hawk and Dove's bad. But besides that, it's a good show, and I cannot stress enough how much I think it is.
Yeah. Definitely worth your time.
I'm trying to think.
You know what you should do? You should buy our merch. We got hoodies. We got t-shirts.
We got, what did we call the hoodies last time? Sweaties. We got some sweaties. We got some tees. Yeah. There's a donate button on our website if you want to do that.
Share,
like, subscribe.
All that jazz.
Karsten?
Yes.
How many friends do you have?
Not including you, maybe one.
Okay, Karsten, that's not really a number I was looking for. Try a line this time.
I have at least 4.
Okay, cool. That's an analogy for the people. So, Karsten, if you tell 2 of your friends, and then you tell them...
If I tell 2 people,
and then
you tell 2 people...
So, like, no, if you tell 2 of your friends, then you tell 2 of your friends, but then what if they go tell 2 people about the show, and you get them to, like...
let's be realistic.
But what I'm saying is...
Exponential growth.
Yeah, like essentially share this and talk about it to your friends. If you really enjoy this and if you like the idea of anything on WackMatters, maybe the show isn't for you, this isn't your cup of tea. There's other stuff on the site. Feel free to check any of it out, and really just if you like on anything or subscribe on anything, rate if you have the ability to. All of that means a lot to us as people who work on it, like not even just from we get more like growth because of it, but like also like I like doing this, and any sort of like fun, like any sort of validation, like hey, I like the thing you're doing, please keep that up. It means a lot.
Yeah.
So I want to encourage you guys to do that, but you know what I mostly want to encourage you to do?
Subscribe to PewDiePie. Or is that over?
No, subscribe to freaking subscribe to PewDiePie. Freaking, if we let, guys, I'll tell you what, if T-Series wins this, if T-Series passes PewDiePie, I will go out and
I swear I'll eat my hat.
There's an old comic book thing when Superman died, and one of the special versions you could buy of the comic issue where Superman did die was, it came with a special black armband that had a bleeding Superman symbol on it, and you would wear it on your arm to show that you were mourning for Superman. I'll freaking find some kind of armband for mourning of PewDiePie's channel, and I'll wear that for a week when that happens, and I'll encourage you all to do the same. Let's see if we can get a movement going. But more importantly, go subscribe to PewDiePie. But do you know what else I want to encourage people to do?
Watch Justice League Unlimited.
Tune in next time!
Thanks for listening to the podcast that we produce here at WackMatters.com. Just in case you didn't know, we have a lot of different shows running right now. There's Life's What You Rate It, where me and my brother Mark rate everything on a scale from 1 to 10 that exists in the entire universe. Toon In, where Marcus and his friend Karsten talk about cartoons and their value for people of all ages. Of course, Whack Tracks, where me and a bunch of friends make commentary tracks for whatever shows or movies we might be into at the time. And our newest show on the network, The Music Matters, where my friend Trevor creates a discussion around all the matters relating to music. If you'd like to support the content we make here at WackMatters.com, please go to WackMatters.storeenvy.com and check out our merchandise section. We sell t-shirts right now, and there's more merchandise to come. Even if you don't want to buy a t-shirt, there is a donate button at WackMatters.com that you can use to support the content that we already make and to help fund creative ideas for the future. Additionally, this podcast is also brought to you by Audible.com. If you go to audibletrial.com/WackMatters, you can sign up for a free 30-day trial with Audible.com where you get to listen to a free audiobook of your choosing and can continue subscribing for an awesome audiobook content subscription. Remember, that's audibletrial.com/WackMatters. We love you all and hope you will continue checking out the content we make here at WackMatters.com. Have a great day.